Hey all, thanks for tuning in today. Now we've got a little addition to do to the camper. TorkLift was kind enough to send out a set of their SmartSteps to me. They found my videos, liked what I was doing, and reached out and asked if I wanted to give a set a try and test them for them. And definitely stoked on that because I don't have steps on the camper, and was looking into various options and how I kind of wanted to go about that. So I'm super excited to get these on there. These are their SmartSteps, and I think they're going to work pretty great. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at them. Alright, so this is what they look like, nice and compact. Now, they sent me a version with some feet on them. So these feet have little pivoting feet there, and they're height adjustable. So these should be awesome. But how these work is basically you bolt this plate right here to your camper. There's 6 holes. They give you the hardware for that. And then these just mount up and collapse down like this when you are not using them. They also have these awesome little glow-in-the-dark markers on them so you can see them at night. And we have instructions and our hardware. Alright, so that's what the steps look like. Why don't we go ahead and start working on getting them mounted to the camper. So to make this easier, we're going to take the steps off of the bracket. You can do that by removing this pin on each side and then just unclipping the stairs, and the white part, which is the mounting bracket, will come off of the steps. That'll make it easier to mount this. So I already conveniently have a hole right here, which is in the center of this board. So we're going to go ahead and take the bracket and sort out where we want it. Now we have to make sure that all of the holes go through. There's a solid 2x4 on the inside of here, so I want to make sure we're going through that so we have a nice solid location that we're mounting this to. So when I have this sorted where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and mark this. Obviously, since I already have that center hole here, I know I'm going to drill just below it, and then we'll get the first hole drilled, make sure it's nice and level with where we want it, and then we'll go ahead and proceed to drill the rest of the holes. Now they do give you 2.5-inch 3/8 stainless hardware, but I had to get 3-inch, or actually 3.5-inch, just to fit through the amount of material that I'm going through. But just know that they do give you mounting hardware that should work in most cases. Perfect. Now that we have the hole mounted, we're going to go ahead and put this up here. And now we can go ahead and make sure this is where we want it and mark our other holes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drill the rest of the holes, make sure everything fits right on these first 2, and I will catch you guys up in a moment. So all the holes are drilled, bolts are through, and they pop through onto the inside. Let me see here. Boop, boop. You can see where they pop through. Now what we're going to want to do is take all this stuff out. We're going to want to put some sealant in all of these holes so that way water can't pass through and rot the wood on the inside. Okay, so that was pretty straightforward. We have this mounted and nice and sturdy, not going anywhere. Now we're going to go ahead and put the steps on, and that is super easy. As you can see, if you want to remove the steps to just have this here for some reason or whatever the case may be, it's super easy to do. That's it, that's all there is to it. Now we can go ahead and pull the steps out, extend them. Pretty simple. And then clean that out there. There we go. Boom. Boom. Now they are stored and they aren't going anywhere. Boom. Alright, these babies are on here. Now the only thing left to do is test them, but looks pretty good. They do protrude, obviously just a little bit, but we'll see how I like them after we get out and use them on the next trip, which may be coming up here in a few days. Now, I forgot to mention another cool thing that you can get with their steps is this dirt destroyer. So it's a little boot cleaner that clips on. Now, it's hard to actually show you because the steps aren't fully extended, so we'll go up here. But it just, boop, it'll clip on like that. So you do it down here at one of these bottom ones, but I just don't have the room because it's not fully extended. But it just clips on like that, and then you have a nice spot to clean your shoes off, get the mud, muck off, sand, all that stuff before you step in your camper. So pretty awesome. Now, one thing I forgot to mention about these steps is this is the stow and go version. So these steps are intended to be mounted and then stored and stowed right here on the camper. They do have other versions for inside the door that fold out for like a trailer, and then they have the regular SmartSteps, which feature a much smaller bracket which will fit on a lot more, I guess, varying campers and stuff if you don't have this much space. But those steps do have to be removed and stored somewhere when you're in transit. They don't stow and go on the back of the camper right here, but just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. They do have an option that's probably going to fit anything you may want to use these for. Alright, that really wraps this video up. That was super simple. It took me maybe about 30 minutes to install these steps. Looking forward to getting out and giving them a test, getting them on the truck as well, so I can test it out there. The steps are long enough. They were measured to fit the camper on the back of the truck, so super anxious to see how these work once get the camper on the truck and go on a trip, which may be coming up here this following weekend. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you, TorkLift, so much for sending these steps out. Can't wait to use them. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you guys in the next video.